My name is Glen Tither. Today I'm just going to go through some video exercises that are in relation to both my 30-day core challenge. The full details are on the blog with step-by-step instructions and start and finish exercises. This is just me running through the exercises so you see them as a video. So we're starting off, I'll go through the full lot. It starts off with body plank, crunches, hip raises and back extensions. So body plank, you want your elbows underneath your shoulder, resting on your forearms, body straight from the shoulders to the back of your ankles, holding your stomach and your lower back nice and tight, and just hold it still. So hips down, just hold it still. And that is the body plank. Crunches, or the basic crunches, you're going to be on your back, legs bent, feet flat on the floor, your knees don't need to be together. Cross your arms across your chest, curl your chin into your chest, roll your shoulder blades off the floor, that's your stomach work done, squeeze your stomach nice and tight, hold for a second or two, and then return to the start with your head on the floor. That's one crunch. Again, the contraction with your stomach. Next exercise is hip raises, or glute raises. Still on your back, legs bent, feet flat on the floor, ideally feet and knees together. You're going to raise your hips as high as you can, knees to your shoulder blades in a straight line, squeeze your bum and your hamstrings nice and tight. Hip raises. Next one is back extensions, line on your front, legs straight, feet and legs on the floor, head facing the mat, fingers by the side of your temples, elbows out to the sides off the floor. You're just going to raise your head and the top of your chest off the floor, feel the tension in your lower back and lower down to the start. Okay, so that's your first four. Next four are raised leg body plank, oblique crunches, raised leg hip raises, and straight arm back extensions. So raised leg body plank, I'm just going to get some to put my feet on. Still using the same details with the normal body plank. Your body straight from your shoulders to the back of your ankles, elbows underneath your shoulders, but this time your feet are raised on an object. Oblique crunches, similar to the normal crunch, but instead of just crunching forwards and backwards with your abdominals, straight from the start, you curl your chin into your chest and start twisting. Right elbow towards your left thigh, squeeze your stomach and hold, untwist, and then left elbow towards your right thigh, squeeze. You won't actually reach elbow to thigh, because as soon as your shoulder blades are off the floor, that's your abdominal work done. Raised leg hip raises, same as the hip raises but with your feet, like the raised leg body plank, the feet are on a raised object. finally for this 4 is straight arm back extensions, similar to the ones with the fingers by the temples, but instead your arms are right out in front of you, and you're going to raise your hands, your elbows, your shoulders, and top of your chest off the floor, again feeling the tension in your lower back. The next 4 are body plank jacks, reverse crunches, single leg hip raises and Supermans. So with the body plank jacks, like a jumping jack, feet together, feet up nice and wide, in nice rhythm. Still in the body plank, elbows underneath your shoulder, body nice and straight, and you're doing a jack with the legs. So from above, it look like from there, jack out and in. Get yourself in standard body plank. Reverse crunches, you stay your upper body flat on the floor and raise your knees and your hips off the floor, squeezing your abdominals. Still with your legs bent, start with them off the floor. When they go down, touch your feet flat on the floor, don't hyperextend your lower back. Single leg hip raises, as the name suggests, it's just doing the hip raises but with one leg. Try and keep your thighs in line with each other and the leg straight that's leading up. So in line, raise your hips. And Supermans, you can do them lying down, I'm going to do them on all 4s. So, hands underneath your shoulders, shoulder width apart, knees underneath your hips, hip width apart. All you're going to do is you're going to raise your alternate arm and leg, so left arm and right leg, down, right arm and left leg. Try and keep them straight, squeeze the muscles in your glutes, feel it in your lower back and your core as well. It's very much a balance. And the last 4 are body plank Spider-Mans, alternate leg jackknife crunches, overhead side bends and Supermans with a crunch. Your body plank Spider-Mans are in the standard body plank position, again elbows underneath your shoulders, resting on your forearms, body straight from the back of your shoulders to the back of your ankles, core nice and tight. The Spider-Man, all you're going to do is alternate legs. You're going to bring your right leg, for example, round to the sides, keeping your thighs parallel to the floor, elbow up as high as you can towards the top of your shoulders and down into the straight, and then alternate and down again. So from above it would look something like this. You're in the body plank, you can bring your right knee out to the sides and down and down, very much squeezing your obliques. alternate leg jackknife crunches. Jackknives with your arms straight behind you, legs out in front. You would normally break from the hips, arms up and both hands towards your feet. This time you're going to do a crunch just with a one leg down straight, and do so many repetitions with one and then switch legs. Arms straight, left leg out from there, crunch just your shoulder blades off. Very important to bring your hands, your shoulder blades off as a crunch, rather than just lying down and bringing your leg towards your hands. Make sure you curl off. And make it a crunch. Overhead side bends. Mainly perform stood up. Feet shoulder width or slightly wider apart to give yourself a good base. Core nice and strong. You're going to bend to the side, opposite side. Don't sway your hips, keep your hips nice and strong, core nice and strong. For extra resistance, you can hold a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a disc in your hand. Go outside the side, make sure you do your breathing in the middle, so breathe in, hold the core tight, bend to the left, squeeze your stomach on the opposite side to bring you back into the centre, breathe out and in, other side, into the centre, keeping your arms up nice and straight. So if you imagine I've got resistance in my hand as well. Finally is Superman's with a crunch, still doing the opposite leg and arm, so right arm and left leg, left arm and right leg. But as you come in, instead of just dropping your hands and knees to the floor, keep them off the floor and curl in, and bring your elbow towards your knee and squeeze your abdominals as tight as you possibly can. Bring them out. If you're going to do alternate, you can replace the hand and knee to the floor and then switch, or go all the way out and back in again until you've completed the repetitions on one side before you switch. All the way out. That completes this short video. The full details will be on the blog with all the written step-by-step instructions for each exercise, together with 2 different workouts that will take you 30 days each. They're the 2 30-day challenges. If you want to go to the website, it's www.gtpersonaltrainer.co.uk. Thanks very much.